Good morning. So first of all, we'll do the COVID update. So in good news, we have 0 new locally acquired cases. We have 1 overseas acquired case, which is historical. We only have 5 active cases now in Queensland, and over the past 24 hours there's been 6,429 tests, which is absolutely fantastic news. So well done, and don't forget, if you're sick, make sure you go and get tested. Well, today I want to talk about youth justice, and this is a really serious issue. And of course, I said very publicly, the community expects us to do more, and that is exactly what we will do. I want to, first of all, again express my condolences to the families of Jennifer, to Matt, Kate, and of course, baby Miles. It is absolutely heartbreaking, and I know that every Queensland family out there feels for the tragic loss of these people. Families have been shattered and lives have been lost, and that is why today we are taking very strong action. 48% of the youth crime in Queensland is committed by just 10% of criminals. They have no concept of the consequences of their actions and no fear of the law. Can I say to everyone that Cabinet is absolutely unanimous in the decisions that we have taken. They are strong measures, they are tough measures. In fact, it was one of the longest Cabinet meetings deliberating one particular issue. So I just want all of Queensland to know that we are 100% united in the announcements that we are making today. Today, we'll be implementing 7 tough new measures aimed directly at this specific cohort of these 10% of youth criminals, and 4 of them relate to bail. So please bear with me as we go through them. In the cases of serious indictable offences, such as breaking and entering an armed robbery, we are reversing the presumption of bail. The courts would be empowered to require repeat offenders to give reasons why they should get bail instead of requiring prosecutors to prove why they shouldn't. Secondly, we're expecting more of parents and carers, where courts can seek assurances from them that the offender will adhere to the bail conditions or bail won't be granted. So we're expecting more of parents and carers. So there will be no ifs or buts. The fundamental principle of youth justice must be to protect the community from recidivist offenders, and we will write that into law. Fourthly, we will be providing courts with the option to issue GPS trackers to make it a condition of bail for 16 and 17-year-olds to wear one in order to get bail. Now, this will be a trial of these trackers in the following locations across Queensland: Moreton, North Brisbane, Townsville, Logan and the Gold Coast. Now, these trackers have also been operating in South Australia, in Western Australia and New Zealand, and we believe that Queensland should also give this measure a trial. Next, to help prevent crime, police will be given the powers to have handheld metal detectors, or otherwise known as wands, to check for knives, especially in safe night out precincts on the Gold Coast, in Broadbeach and Surfers Paradise. And it's something that the police have asked us for, and it's something that the government is prepared, because we are seeing an increase in the knife crime, so we need to make sure we are protecting citizens out there. Next, we'll be strengthening anti-hooning laws so that the registered owner of a vehicle can be deemed responsible for offences unless the car was stolen or they can reveal another driver. And then we will also be conducting a parliamentary inquiry. We'll examine whether or not we should implement remote engine immobilisers. So that'll be also going to Parliament in the first session at the end of this month. So we also are announcing today, and I want to thank the Commissioner. The Commissioner has appointed Assistant Commissioner Cheryl Scanlon. She will head this Youth Justice Task Force. She will be providing weekly updates to the Police Minister, and we'll be setting up a Youth Justice Cabinet Subcommittee, and we'll be getting updates monthly to ensure that this is being adhered to. And finally, to ensure that these proposals and to evaluate these proposals, former Commissioner Bob Atkinson has agreed to come back and do an evaluation over 6 months. And I think that gives the public that extra assurance that someone who was so much involved with one of our initial reports is coming back to do that vital work. So today is about targeting these repeat offenders, this 10%, to keep the community safe. And as I said, we can't just do one thing, we have to do everything that is at our disposal. This builds on, of course, the $550 million investment that our government put in place over 4 years that commenced in March last year, and we're already seeing some really good results out there, especially with our 24/7 co-responder strike force, which is police and child safety working together. And already they're operating in Logan, Townsville, Brisbane, Cairns, Rockhampton, and being rolled out to Mackay and Mount Isa, and we're actually seeing some good results there. We're also building, expanding our detention centres in Cleveland and Brisbane, and building a new 32-bed youth detention facility as well, which is almost close to completion. So government has not been sitting on its hands. That $550 million has been started to roll out, and it's a 4-year investment by government, and we are going to continually see the results of that investment over the coming years.